Nah. Ya lo sé desde hace meses que no eres lo que parece. Sé que tú no me mereces y yo no estoy pa' que me quieran a veces. Yo me voy y tú apareces.
A veces.
Yay.
Tell me all about it.
Okay, so A Veces is a really recent song that I did. I actually wrote it like the last few days before quarantine. So it's very recent. Yeah, it was, since it's so new, it wasn't part of, los lanzamientos, part of the next songs that I was going to release, because you know how it is, every song has su tiempo, everyone has to approve it before it, you start working on it and then it gets out. There's like this whole process. So this song wasn't even included. Well, I love R&B and I love like trap R&B songs, and I feel like in Spanish there's barely any.
Oh my God.
Especially coming from girls, it's like there's barely any, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I love doing those kinds of songs. So when I did this song, I think we did it in a few hours, and we were working on the beat, and then I just sat down and I started writing. And I know when I start writing like that, I disconnect from the world. And then when I look back and see how easy it was for me to, not easy, but like como me fluyó la idea just at the moment. I was so concentrated. Yeah, to put it onto paper, I'm like, okay, this is a song that says a lot. This song is not a happy song, but it's also not a sad song.
Right.
And it's kind of like this weird intermedio that I hadn't written a song about that before. And it's a song about your self-worth, but más que eso, I feel like the song has very real phrases that you can say to yourself when you're in a troublesome situation that's not happy or sad. Because I feel like a lot of times I tend to write about una relación que no está funcionando at all, or una relación que, I'm so in love, I'm so happy. But this medium, I feel like a lot of people are stuck in those kinds of situations where you don't have a bad relationship, like you don't have enough reasons to walk away, but you also don't have a million reasons to stay. So this song is about that. It's about que se te acumulan the reasons to leave, and you realize, okay, yo no estoy para que me quieran a veces, yo estoy para que me quieran siempre, o yo estoy para que me quieran, me amen, me traten como yo trato a esta persona. So to be able to wake up one day and say, okay, I admit it to myself that this person just isn't really treating me right. So I was so excited that we could put it out in quarantine. We shot the video literally like a week ago in my room right here.
I see the wall that I saw on the music video. I see it there.
Yeah. This is the room. There was nothing crazy. I shot it on my iPhone. The whole video was shot on my iPhone. I think this is like a really special song because it's different. It's unusual. It's not what would be expected, I guess.
I definitely, when I first heard it, so my very first impression of that when I heard it was, I was like, oh my God, this is totally giving me like R&B vibes right now.
Love it.
With the R&B era. My question is, do you think this is just for like women or men, or does it really matter who?
That's a good one. That's a good question. I mean, obviously I'm a girl, and when I wrote it, I'm a girl writing about an ex, and I felt like some girls could relate. But since I put it out, I've seen a lot of guys also use the phrase yo no estoy para que me quieran a veces. That's unisex, and I feel like it's just in general. I feel like it's more of a mood. Like,
right,
anyone can feel that mood no matter
who you are,
and who you're with.
It definitely gives me that at home video vibe. Why did you want to do it in that concept?
I wanted to do it in that concept because honestly, it's always my favorite concept. Like I don't know what it is about those kinds of videos that whenever I see artists atreverse a ser so intimate and so real and so like unfiltered, I always love it from other artists. So I've done a couple of videos in that vibe before, when I was starting out, when I actually didn't have the possibility to do a bigger music video. And now that I could say I have the possibility, I me inclino siempre towards these kinds of things that I feel like they're more honest. And in this case, with this song, I felt like it went more with the flow. Also, obviously, the fact that we're in quarantine and I couldn't do
that was gonna be my
like a crazy video, even if I wanted to. But honestly, even if we weren't in quarantine, I would have done the same video, because I feel like this kind of song is the kind of song that you listen to in your room, or you listen to by yourself at your house.
When you're having one of those, you know, PMS days.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you're like, oh, or one of those drives where you're going nowhere and you're just like,
yes.
What
you don't want to be with anyone. You just want to be alone, like listening to the song and singing it a todo pulmón, and not, you know, not caring if there's somebody else there.
Is there like a favorite line that you're like, yes, that was it?
I love Yo no estoy pa' que me quieran a veces.
Tú no me mereces, yo no estoy pa' que me quieran a veces.
Ever since we had that chorus, I was like, this is such a cool, like, you know, it's the kind of phrase I want to tattoo on my arm. Like, it's so cool. But there's another phrase that's like, que ya maduraste, dime dónde voy, en el club o en el motel. So that little line I thought was so cool, because, you know, it does a shout out to all those guys who think we don't know what they're up to, and they think they can be sneaking around at the club and then come apologizing. It's like, no, we know